Welcome back, everybody. Today I've got two simple recipes. One is the chana chaat, and the other one is the Rind curry, Kaddu Ke Chilkon ki curry. Let's see how to make it. Let's start with chana chaat. This is the Kabuli chana which I've soaked for 7 to 8 hours, and now I'm going to pressure cook it. But I'm going to pressure cook it in a little different way. Here I've taken a neat cloth and then I've added the powder that you see up there is half a teaspoon of tea powder, half a teaspoon of tea powder. I'm going to make two small potlis of it and I'm going to add them with the chanas to boil. And why am I doing it? For a different color, for a lovely color, and you'll see that later. Now see the color of this with just some tea powder in a potli. The color has changed, so I'm just going to take this off now, and then let's move on to the next step. For making chana chaat, we're going to use potatoes which are boiled and then chopped, half lemon, green chilies, and I've got the chanas here, but I've taken 2 tablespoons of chana here because I'm going to mash them. And the spices here, I've taken red chili powder, salt, and this is hing, if you can see, for digestion, ginger garlic paste, and I've got Zeera powder, Garam masala powder, chaat masala, and chana powder. If you want to avoid chaat masala powder, please avoid it. But this is what I'm using. Now in a blender, I've added tomatoes and 2 tablespoons of boiled chanas and green chilies. And I'm going to add 1 or 2 small pieces of potato to it. And I'm going to grind it. Now in a pan, I've added some oil and I've added some onions. And like a small size onion. And now I'm going to add ginger garlic paste. This is the mixture of the potatoes, tomatoes, chana, and green chili. So I'm going to add it in the pan. Let it cook for a minute. I'm also going to squeeze the lemon juice right now. Let it cook for a minute, and then I'm going to add the spices. Now after a minute, I'm going to add all the spices including salt and also the potatoes. Now after adding all the spices, it's time for me to add the boiled Kabuli chanas. I left some water in it, so you can add that also. So now I'm letting it cook for 2 minutes on high, and then I'm going to switch it off. I want it to be like this because we're going to have it with either puri or tandoori roti or any naan that you like. If you want, you can add kasuri methi, but I'm avoiding it this time because I don't like the flavor of it every time. So please try it out and let me know how did you like it. And I think it's done, so I'm closing the stove. And here the chana chaat is ready. We are having it with tandoori roti and some salad. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's move on to a different curry, which is Rind curry, Kaddu Ki Chilkon curry. Let's make a little different and an easy curry for your breakfast. Not sure how many of you all know that the skin of the pumpkin or the skin of the squash, which is called the rind too, is edible and it tastes yum when you make it properly. So now I'm going to make a quick curry which can be eaten with roti with these things. This is the chopped onion, and this is the skin of the pumpkin kaddu ka chilka, which I have actually chopped properly, and then potatoes cut into small fine pieces, methi, and for the spices I'm not going to keep it too complicated. Zeera, ginger garlic paste, um, turmeric, salt, red chili powder, and I've taken 1 garlic and I've chopped it. And yes, of course, we're going to use a little bit of oil to add all the spices. So let's start making it. So here in the pan, I've added some Zeera and ginger garlic paste. And now I'm going to add the chopped onions. And then I'm going to roast it for a while. Now that the onions are turning a little brown, I'm going to add potato and all the spices in it, all of it, and then stir it. And then add some water. I've added like half a cup of water, and now I'm going to add the rind, I mean the skin of the pumpkin, Kaddu Ki Chilke. Even if you just fry them, they taste good. But curry goes good with the roti that we're going to have now. And stir it properly. And in the end, we're going to add methi. But as of now, I'm just going to cover the pan, and then leave it to cook for around 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. Keep checking. We don't want it too soft like pumpkin. We just want it to be a little hard, not too crispy, not too soft. Okay, so I'm just going to cover the pan with the lid. Add too much of water, just half a cup of water is enough. I'm going to cover it now and leave it to cook for 5 to 7 minutes. I'm not sure how you're finding it now just looking at it, but if you make it, I'm sure you'll make it again. Now see that this is cooked, so I'm going to add some methi and cook it again for a minute. I'm just going to check if the potatoes are done. See, I'm able to cut it, so it's done. So I'm just going to cook it now for a minute with methi, and then it's ready to eat. And now see, this is ready. You can have it with rice as well, but preferred way of having it would be roti. So this is how it should be. It tastes yum, it is different, it is nice. Just try it once and then let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and keep sharing. Now I'm treating myself with this double sundae ice cream. After putting in some effort, I think I should treat myself. So I'm going to enjoy this now. See you soon. Bye bye.